going on today, YouTube? This your boy Scooby Doo, man. I had to do a lot of praying last night. It kept troubling me on whether or not I want to make this video. But then I got to thinking, not only could it have happened to me, it could have happened to one of you all out there. And as y'all know, your boy Scoob take everything he do when it comes to this trucking serious. I don't play no game. I don't do no shortcutting. I want y'all to, I'm going to show you a little video, and then we'll talk about it, okay? So I'll be back right after this video, and I hope this don't happen to you in this profession. But this is the reason why Scoob don't like to do relay loads. I do anything but hazmat relay loads. I don't like to do those relay or hazmat load. I believe that whoever pick it up need to take it straight and deliver it, because this could have been a disaster for your boy Scoob. It could have been a disaster for the company if I had got stopped. It would have cost me, and I didn't load it, and it would have cost the company. If their DOT had to stop me at a scale on the side of the road and decide to check load securement. So check this video out, and I'll be right back. And I'm praying that the Lord would give me the words to say to where it won't offend my company, it won't offend the driver that loaded it, and it won't offend the shipper or anything. I'm not going to tell you the shipper name. I'm not going to call the driver name, and everything. You know what company I'm working for. But this could have turned out to be a disaster. But check this out. I'll be right back. I knew there was something wrong with this trailer, man. Look at this. This guy used straps to hold this load in, and it broke loose. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, that's something that that's one reason why I hate pulling a hazmat behind another driver, is because you don't know how he drove it, how he loaded it, if he made sure that they properly secured it. That is something that I'm very skeptical on and hesitant about doing. But I'm going to flip the camera around and show you the way they should have loaded that trailer. And this is the way that you need to make sure they load your trailer if you're pulling totes. Straps are not made to hold the totes from going side to side. They're made to brace them from moving backwards and forward. If you're going to go side to side, let me flip the camera around. This is the way it should look, just like this. They had it loaded just like this on the trailer. That's the way it was loaded, straight down the middle with 5, 6 and 7 with space, and then they went down 5 more and put 2 at the end. The red indicate where they should have had 2x4s by 8 down. And even in the middle down here, right in here, they should have cut some to hold these two, put these to the side, each wall, push them to the walls, and put 2x4s down, block that little square in. Then you come down with your next 5 and put your 2x4 on each side of those, as you can see in the red, like I drew the diagram. And then when you get to the back, You should have braced that there, those 5, keep them from sliding back, and then you put the 2 against the wall, the right wall, left wall, put your 2x4 on each side to hold it from moving, put a 2x4 in behind those 5 in the middle, then come down behind the last 2 pallets and run a 2x4 across, and then you would use 4 straps. Strap with a 2x4 behind the first 5 to keep it from coming back, a strap behind the 2 there, and then you come down and you put a strap behind those 5, and then you put a strap behind the last 2 pallets. If you saw that, let me make sure this is the way you tell them to load your totes. This was 14 totes on that trailer, and you saw what happened. Those in the middle went to one side, and the one at the front, those 1 and 2 and 3 was crushed. But thank God that it crushed the cages, but it did not leak. It did not rupture those plastic containers. That's a blessing, man. And that's what I meant when I said that it was a blessing that it would have cost the company because it would have leaked. That's corrosive 8. And you saw the placards on it. It would have leaked out from under the trailer. What it would have done to the asphalt, I don't know and don't want to find out. But I know that I would have been fined. Avery would have been fined, all because the driver didn't take that extra time to secure it. If you saw, he ran the straps across the totes. That's okay, but it's not going to keep it from sliding from side to side. And that tote up at the front, you knew it was sitting strictly on metal. But if you had that 2x4 going down and ran it from the wall down and nailed it to the wood floor, that would have kept that tote on at the nose from moving. But that's something that I want y'all to take. I want y'all to save this video. I want you to look back on this video when you're picking up totes, and especially when it's hazmat material. If you don't give a darn, think about the driver that's going to pick that load up. Think about the people out here that you're going by. That was liquid, 42,380,000 pounds of liquid in those totes. All together combined was 43,000. Those was totes. And every curve you were pulling a tanker. That's what I said. So I'm pulling a tanker today because you feel the surging. Even when you're driving, it was surging until it settled down. Taking a curve, it could have flipped me over. But don't tell me that God wasn't with me. And I was upset. I was very upset, man, when I opened them doors and got there. That's the reason why I stress to the dispatch when I pick up a hazmat that somebody dropped, I'm going to break the seal. I'm going to break the seal, look in it, because I'm going to tell you the reason why. I talked to some friends of mine at the scale and asked them about it, about who's responsible for it if you pick up a trailer. The driver, even if it's sealed, guys, ladies, if the trailer is sealed, you're still responsible for the securement of that load. So what you need to do is contact your dispatch, or you contact the safety and say, hey, I'm picking this trailer up. I don't know the securement on the load. I don't know if it's braced. I need to break the seal to check it. If they said no, tell them to send it to you on the Qualcomm. Say, well, okay, do me a favor, send it to me on the Qualcomm that I can't break the seal. Or if they don't want to do it, don't pull it. Because you're taking a risk, Doc. That's going to be your ticket, and it's going to be the company. Now, they will look at the situation. If you can prove that, hey, you picked it up, and he even said that if you can prove you can pick it up, they're going to be a little lenient with you on it, but you're still going to get a ticket for failure to properly secure and brace the load. That would have cost me on my CSA. It would have cost Avery on their CSA. I think that every driver picking up a hazmat should take a picture of that load before they close the doors. And if it's sealed, I think the driver should be able to break the seal and check the securement of the load, because that is your ticket, people. Like he said, the driver, you're not going to get off on that. That is your responsibility. If you don't feel that the load is secured, don't pull it. Don't pull it, people. I'm telling you, they're not playing, man. I just was blessed that when I picked up the trailer, it was sitting like the yard had like a drainage in the middle of the parking lot. So it was sitting like in a little drain to make it tilt a little. So I thought it was the yard. And when I hooked to it and got to rolling with it, I'm looking like that trailer leaning. You know, your mirror can twist a little to make you think you're kind of at an angle. And but it rolled good. It had the sashing, but God was truly with me, y'all. He was. I know some of y'all, and I'm not trying to push religion on you or push God on you, but hey, I know who protects me out here. For 36 years, I know how I've been getting by out here, and it was by the grace of God. But you see how he blessed me? I went through the scale in West Memphis. Normally, they pull a hazmat load over when you come through the West Memphis scale, when they're in one of them itchy moves. But I was blessed to get from Jackson, Tennessee to Little Rock, Arkansas, man. That was a blessing. And I thank God for it. Yeah, I'm thanking him. I was trying to pray and how to word this to where it wouldn't offend the driver that picked it up or the people that loaded it. But I think it's unsafe. It was very unprofessional the way they loaded it. I reported it to the dispatch. I talked to, I thought it was the safety guy. He's not the safety guy anymore. He's got a new position. I called and spoke with them and stuff, and they had done what he said to send a message to your dispatch about it, and I did. So only thing that was wrong with the load was it wasn't properly secured, which would have cost me a ticket, and it would have cost Avery a ticket. They wouldn't have let me left the scale until that load was secured. That means somebody would have had to go bring out some 2x4s, a nail gun, line up all them totes again, and bam, 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 nail it to the floor. Never, ever pick up an unsecured hazmat load, guys, ladies. Never do it. If you look in it and you think that load gonna shift, ask them, say, hey, I need some airbags beside it. I need some 2x4s beside it. I need some wood beside it. I need some way to brace that load from shifting. And you saw in the pictures, and just so happened we had a total of 3, maybe 4 totes that was then up, and the one in the front, that was a blessing, man. Because if you saw it, it was caved in. But that container inside the cage, hey, I don't know what they made out of, but hey, I thank God that it held up, man. Lord knows I thank him, man. That could have been a messed up situation. I hate picking up a hazmat load behind a person when I can't break the seal and go in that trail and look at the load. So I'm telling you now, if you can't break the seal, now this is me talking. I don't know what your company policy is, but Scooby-Doo, these are my license. This is my CSA. This is my hazmat endorsement. I'm going to do whatever it takes to protect me and my license. That's how I provide for my family. I don't care what no company say. Scooby going to take care of him and his family. Those are my license. Okay, those are my license. You can talk about a fine could start anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000. Unsecured load. Guys, ladies, don't play with these hazmat loads. I saw a guy yesterday after I got unloaded. He riding around, ain't a placard on none of the sides, but he got the placard on the back door. Ain't got no placard nowhere else on the trailer. Ain't even got a padlock on it. So that tells me he was either empty or he ain't paid attention that, hey, you left a placard on the back of that trailer. That's a $10,000 fine for the driver. $10,000. They're not playing with this hazmat, y'all. This hazmat is not a game, people. Please, please take this hazmat serious. If they want to if the company want to terminate you because of that, hey, so be it. Leave. Leave. At least you leaving with your CDLs. Don't play with this hazmat. The company can throw $20,000 out there to DOT and ain't studying it. Can you put that $20,000 out there? Because you're going to get popped too along with the company. Company can write a check. Boom, they'll write a check for you too. But they're going to take it out every week. You think they're going to let you go? Heck no. Heck no. No, they ain't going to let you go. You're going to pay your part. If they got to take it out of your check every week. Don't let that happen, people. Let's take this hazmat serious. I see why a lot of people don't want a hazmat now, because you got to deal with stuff like that. Why would you use straps on each one of those totes when you know they're going to slide? That is liquid. First, especially the one in the nose, you ain't got nothing to even strap it to. It's on metal. That's metal on metals. It's going to slide. And you saw where it ended up, over in the right-hand corner. And that trailer, my mind wasn't playing tricks on me. It did have a lean to it, but it wasn't as bad. But think about if all those totes that was in the middle had made it to the right side of the trailer. That trailer would have flipped me over in the curb. I hate picking up behind another driver when it comes to hazmat. I do. I hate it with a passion. But I'm telling you, I just wanted to make sure I share this with somebody. Think before you pull a hazmat load, guys, ladies. Think before you pull it. Ask yourself before you shut those doors, is this load going to move? If you think it's going to move, get up in there and put some extra stuff in it. 2x4s. The shipper should have put 2x4s down. That load should have never left the shipping office. Never left it. But hey, it's time for us to do our job as a driver. We got to catch this stuff, and we can refuse it. Don't let her come to tell you you can't refuse a hazmat. If you feel that hazmat load is unsafe to pull down interstate, you can refuse it, and you better refuse it, because if you don't, that is your CSA score. You're going to pay a fine as well as the company, okay? So please, y'all, do better. Got to do better. Inspect your loads, no matter what load it is, but I'm really strict on this hazmat. Inspect every load. But I am so strict on this hazmat, man. Don't play when it comes to this hazmat. They will put you in jail. You can go to jail out here, Doc. Yeah. You think I'm lying? Try 'em. You could be paying $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 fine as well as the company. Because it is your responsibility when you sign that paperwork that you're stating that that load is properly secured and braced from any type of movement. It is your responsibility, people. Let's get to work. Let's do our jobs out here. Let's do our jobs. Don't leave a problem for another driver out here, guys. If you know you ain't gonna pull that load all the way, make darn sure you do whatever you got to do to secure it. Because see, that driver that dropped it, he's home free. I would have been stuck with a ticket. Yeah. But like I'm telling you, if it's a hazmat load that you're picking up, break the seal. Let the dispatch know, hey, before I pull this load, I'm telling you now, I got to break the seal. Because I want to make sure it's secured. I want to make sure it's properly braced. Because if I hit a scale, I'm getting a ticket. The company will tell you, we'll pay the ticket. Yeah, you're going to pay it, but it's still going on my CSA score. It's still going on. I'm going to still get a ticket. And if you think I'm lying, like I tell you always, pick up the phone and call your nearest scale house and ask them. Ask them what happened. Call the Department of Transportation. Ask them. Call Homeland Security. Ask them. Call them. That's what they got numbers for. Call them. And ask them what would happen if you opened the door, you got stopped by DOT and they done an inspection, and you found that the load had shifted on you. Ask them what's going to happen. Ask them. And make sure you tell them it's a hazmat load. And watch and see what they tell you. But this your boy Scooby-Doo. Today is Saturday. I wanted to make it Friday. But I just wanted to make this video. Once again, be careful out there, people. Be careful. Be safe. Continue to keep the good Lord rich in everything you do and say. And continue to keep Scooby-Doo and my wife in your prayers. We'll do the same for each and every one of you all. We love you. We thank God for you. And I want each and every one of you all to make it home to your family. Let's look out for each other, guys. If you're looking at that load once again and it don't look like it's properly secured, get it secured before you leave. Make sure it's secured before you shut them doors. Think about if you're going to pull that load all the way and you get stopped by DOT. Okay? The scale want to do an inspection, and they get that itchy one every now and then. They have what they call Alabama. J.B. Hunt, remember? Same thing with them. When I was with J.B. Hunt, they were stopping all hazmat loads. So just think if Arkansas had that itchy feeling that day when I went through there. Think where your boy Scoob will be then. I'll be on here trying to get y'all to set me up a GoFundMe to help me pay that ticket. Because Avery would have paid it, but it would have come back on me too. All right? So y'all, let's look out for each other. Don't accept no load that you wouldn't pull yourself. Okay? But this your boy Scoop. We'll talk to you then. Y'all be careful out there. Please be careful. Love you. Talk to you then.